What's up, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. This is another episode of Cooking with Yari. So as you can tell from that beautiful thumbnail, we are making chicken and waffles. But before we do that, I need you to like this video, share, and subscribe. Let's go. Alright, so what we're doing first is our waffle mix. Basically a classic waffle. We're going to put all of our dry ingredients into one bowl and mix those up first. So for a classic waffle, that's 1 cup of flour, a tablespoon of sugar, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1 egg, and a cup of milk and 2 tablespoons of melted butter, or you can do vegetable oil. So what I'm mixing in this first bowl is our dry ingredients, and we're going to make sure we mix those really well because we're going to be adding the wet ingredients on top of that here in just a sec. All right, so let's put our wet ingredients. So we're gonna put in our cup of milk, our egg, and of course that is not melted butter, but magic trick here. I'm going to hypnotize you now, and you're just going to imagine that this was already melted butter. And we're just gonna pour that into the bowl, and we're going to whisk that up really good. Okay, now we're going to mix our wet and dry ingredients into one bowl, and we are going to beat it up because we don't need any clumpy, powdery waffle mix. So yeah, whisk that really, really well. That way it will cook and it will be immaculate. All right, so now this is a squeeze bottle. I just funnel in the waffle mix into the squeeze bottle. That way, when it's time to cook the waffles, it'll be really easy to get them onto the waffle iron, and you'll see why. Next, we're gonna do my favorite part, which is the hot and spicy maple syrup. Okay, so any maple syrup is perfectly fine. You're just going to mix that into a bowl. Look at that stream. Look at that. Look at that. You better go, boy. Yes. All right, put that lid on it and put it to the side. Next, we're gonna put in our crushed red peppers. And this part, you can be generous, you can be stingy. However, it's up to your taste palette. Honestly, I didn't measure this out at all. As you can tell, this is a lot because what's going to happen is these are going to infuse with the maple syrup, and it's going to give your maple syrup that extra kick on top of the chicken. So this is like sweet and savory and a little kick of spice and heat. And I love it. Next, chicken. So pretty much what I did was I put 2 chicken breasts in a brine overnight for about 8 hours, and I took it out this morning. You want to make sure that you rinse your chicken really good after you've brined it, because you don't want the salt from the brine to overpower your chicken. You will have some salty chicken if you do not rinse it. After I rinsed it, I want to make sure that I pat dry my chicken because I want my seasoning to stick. I don't want anything running off or it just be all over the place. No, it already has enough going on already as it is. We don't need no extra liquids doing nothing. Okay. So what I'm doing now is basically just making my own chicken tenders. Just slicing them into a decent size, nothing too big, but I also don't want them to be too small, and these sizes are going to be pretty decent, especially after we fry them. Next, we're going to add our seasoning. So we have some cayenne pepper, and then we're going to hit it with some sea salt. I don't know if you can really see that, but yeah, and y'all probably talking about that is not no seasoning. Trust me, if you do a brine for 8 hours and then you come and you add some seasoning on top of that, you good. I guarantee it. Okay. Then we're gonna hit it with some black pepper, and then we're just gonna mix it up because we want the seasoning to be all over the chicken, and it's going to be immaculate. Look at that. Just, yes. Come on. See, don't it look like you just got it from the stove, the already pre-seasoned tenders? Look at that. Y'all better quit playing with me in this kitchen. So now that we've taken care of our chicken, let's go ahead and add some seasoning to our flour. It is very important that you season your flour, because if you don't, you will have some bland, unflavored crust or skin or whatever y'all want to call it. And it won't, no, I can't even fathom the idea of what? It's not even flavored. So yeah, you have, this is the crucial step. This is an important step when frying chicken, okay? I don't care what nobody says, this step is crucial. Now we are going to pretty much mix the seasoning in with the flour. That way everything is evenly dispersed, because we want seasoning in every single bite. Like, oh my gosh. Crucial step number 2 when it comes to frying chicken. Yeah, this is number 2. I didn't say number 1 earlier, but this is number 2. Okay, you want to dredge, or the first coat. Some people say the first layers. Some people say dredging. I learned the word dredging, and I'm using the word dredging because dredging is dredging. No, so after you dredge, you want to give it a nice little buttermilk bath, and then you want to come back over for the second coat of flour. And then you shake that off really well, and then you just toss it to the side, because this is going to hit some grease here in a little bit. So pretty much we're just repeating this process until we get all of our substitute tenders nice and coated, and then we can get them into the grease or oil or whichever you use. I say grease. Now we are about to make some waffles. This is the cutest waffle maker. Y'all, it's a mini waffle maker. Like, my sister boss at work, she told me about this mini waffle maker, and I was like, is it really gonna work? But y'all, what? Eggo who? Who needs Eggos when you got this mini waffle maker? Like, stop playing. But no, y'all see how the squeeze bottle has come in handy? It you just know when you're done and you got enough. And then look, boom, 2. Like, Eggo, what? Baby, you don't need Eggos. So yeah, I'm just gonna repeat this process until I get all the waffles that I need. And of course, it is time to fry some chicken. This piece is the easy piece. Everyone should know how to fry chicken. If you don't know how to fry chicken, get out of the kitchen now. Let someone who knows how to fry chicken fry it. You don't just drop the chicken into the grease. You lay it away from you. That way the grease doesn't splatter onto you and then you don't end up with a grease burn. So yeah, like, we're frying chicken now. And it's gonna be nice and golden brown. And I'm excited. I mean, are you excited? Do you want to see, like, I mean, oh my God, it's amazing. Alright everyone, thank y'all so much for watching today's video, and here you go, Yari's chicken and waffles. Oh my goodness, this, y'all, when I tell y'all this right here, it tastes so good. Like, man. Alright, so appreciate y'all for tuning in on today's video of Cooking with Yari. So I will check back with y'all next time. Please like this video, share it, and subscribe. And I will see y'all on the flip side.
Yeah.